This is the price of Bitcoin. Those are my moving averages. I am Cryptosaurus. Let the charts show us the path of BTC. Thank you for still being a part of this video. I appreciate it. Let's find out what's ahead of Bitcoin. Right off the bat, why is this happening? Why are we unfolding to the downside? Once again, it's pretty easy. You only need one trend line, this downtrend proof, to know what is happening right now. We are still in a downtrend. We are still in a bear state, although you might be miscarried by this latest few green days. Yeah, we might be on some path of recovery, but not the real big one that you are waiting for. By the way, I applaud you for still being here, not part of the big herd in the bull run, but the ones that we are living through the bear markets. Those are the real OGs. Appreciate it. So as you can see, we were rejected in May of this year, we were rejected in June of this year, and now in July, we are again getting rejected. This is straightforward, logical simplicity. What should you expect of it? Simply more downside pressure. This is going with the trend, which is to the downside. Of course, for the change of narrative and the whole new bull story, we need to see this, a clear breakout of this downsloping trend line, which, as you can see, at Bitcoin at this moment is not happening. Next logical question is, where are we going? Well, first of all, if we can't hold this $21,000 level, as you can see, resistance, so there is some merit to it. And if we break it, I'm calling for 19,000 at least, and this will be the big line of support at 19,000. If we break 19,000, well, then it will get really ugly, because this was our floor, let's call it a support, through this consolidating phase that lasted almost a month. Not almost, a month. So there is some chance of a bullish continuation if we hold 21,000, making it a support, break this downsloping trend line, you have a bullish case. If we do not hold that one, we are going to 90,000. And then praying to God that it holds, because if it doesn't, we are going much lower. This is what the daily chart is saying to me of Bitcoin versus USD. Why did I mention moving averages? You know that I like to work with moving averages. Until now, I only used exponentials. This is not an exponential moving average. This is something else. It's called smoothed moving averages. Let's not go into details and bore you to that. 21 smoothed moving average, you can see, was never crossed for months to the upside until 19 of this month. Now, very peculiar and interesting situation is happening right now with today's candle, or if you're watching tomorrow, yesterday's candle. We are breaking below it once again, which is not a good sign, because few days we were above it. But that wouldn't be a problem if all of this situation would not be a false breakout. So, if you see price hovering below that line of 22,636, which is currently standing that smooth moving average, Bitcoin is in really big danger of continuing to the downside. My prediction, based on all of this and seeing that false breakout to the upside, is that we are going lower and continue in a bearish manner, respecting those levels that I mentioned a few minutes ago. For now, both scenarios are open. We could recover and gain strength to be back above 21, smoothed moving average. But if we do what we are doing right now and stays below it for a few days, it could get ugly, and we could lose that momentum that we were having in the last few, well, let's say, good weeks. Caution is still advised, and I will now advert you to that video that you are seeing on the screen right now, because it was a few months ago, so not so recently. Check out what I said regarding the Bitcoin and how it unfolded regarding the future. There's a high possibility I was wrong, so you could be laughing at last. Thank you for that. See you in that one.